Hello, we're the PNC Newsgirls, Mia
and Maya, reading the news 6 days a week because you're too lazy.
Wednesday, September 13th, 2023.
Okay. The parties of the right have lost all energy. They see the flood coming, but their one longing is just for once in their lives to form a government. Unspeakably incapable, utterly lacking in energy, cowards all. Such things are all of these bourgeois parties, and that at the moment when the nation needs heroes, not chatters. In the left, there's somewhat more energy, but it is used for the ruin of Germany. Adolf Hitler.
Alright, quick column. CIA bribed analysts to change lab leak conclusions. Senior level whistleblower. The whistleblower told House committee leaders that his agency tried to pay off 6 analysts who found SARS-CoV-2 likely originated in a Wuhan lab if they changed their position and said the virus jumped from animals to humans, according to a Tuesday letter from the chairman of 2 House committees investigating the pandemic response and U.S. intelligence, Brad Winstrup, Republican, Ohio, and Mark Turner, Republican, Ohio. Everybody's from Ohio.
Everybody. Yeah. America's leading cold medicine doesn't actually work, FDA advisors say. Advisors to the FDA unanimously determined that... How do you say that?
Oh, I don't know.
Phenylphrine? Phenylphrine? I don't know. I don't know how to say that either. Decongestant. Found in most cold and allergy medicines such as Sadaft, PE. I've never heard of that in my life. Allegra. And Dayquil was essentially no better in providing relief than dummy pill, the Associated Press AP reported. It's all about the mental, you know?
Yeah. Although NyQuil will send you to sleep like nothing else.
Well, it's a Dayquil.
I know, I'm just saying.
Wait, NyQuil makes you sleep?
Yes.
Does it have any side effects?
It just makes me pass out.
Order some NyQuil real quick. Falling some sleep at night.
Google exploited exclusive search engine deals to maintain its advantage over rivals, DOJ argues. Google has exploited its dominance of the internet search market to lock out competitors and smother innovation. The Department of Justice... Smother innovation. The Department of Justice said Tuesday at the opening of the biggest U.S. antitrust trial in a quarter century.
Okay. I find this image really funny.
Yes.
White House details over $100 billion in Ukraine costs. President Joe Biden's administration has reportedly confirmed that more than $100 billion in U.S. aid to Ukraine since the Russian military offensive began in February 2022, prompting one lawmaker to call for ending the money pit.
Alright, poll column. Canada's Freedom Convoy truckers go on trial. This week, the trial of Canada's 2 main leaders in the trucker protests began. The lead prosecutor has argued that Tamara Leach and... Is it Leach or... I think it's Leach. Leach. And Chris Barber crossed the line and committed multiple crimes. While insisting that this trial will not be about the truckers' political views, the pair face charges including mischief counseling others to commit mischief, intimidation, and obstructing the police. They face a maximum of 10 years in prison and should they be convicted.
Okay.
Mischief is a crime.
Apparently. That would not last nowadays.
Yeah, not from the wheel time.
No.
And boom, straight to jail.
Okay. When is a child not a child? When sick acts is involved. It's a story that's garnered a lot of coverage. The mayor of Burbank went to a drag event and volunteered his bottom for a public spanking. That was sleazy. Shockingly, the event was open to teenagers 15 and older. However, the leftists involved from the mayor on down defended what happened by saying that 15 and older aren't children, instead they're adults. Consider, though, that leftists insist that people are children into their late teens and even late 20s for purposes of gun ownership, gun violence, and insurance. Apparently, like everything else in the... I'm dying, okay? too much text. Like everything else in the leftist lexicon, word meanings are infinitely malleable to support their politics.
Just
Policies.
absolute. Oh, a 15-year-old is not a child anymore, but you're a child until you're 25, according to them.
Yeah. Like, what?
Like, excuse me.
Like, 18's already virally an adult. Why are you dropping it down to 15 now? What's next? 10?
Yeah.
People are here getting jobs at 10?
Norway is first European country to win lawsuit against Facebook, Instagram over illegal data collection. European regulators have fined Meta, the owner of Facebook and Instagram, several times, but now one country won a lawsuit against the social media platform, and last week the European Commission ruled that the biggest tech companies must comply with the law.
Even.
Oh yeah, even the biggest. Yeah, I'm very smart.
Twitter throttles account exposing the obscene books, literature, libraries, I'm tripping, gives kids. X, formerly known as Twitter, began to censor posts from the American Accountability Foundation, AAF, last week for exposing some of the content the American Library Association, ALA, and local libraries around the country promote to children.
Huge. New Mexico's Attorney General announces he will not defend Governor Grisham against lawsuits filed in response to her unconstitutional gun grab. I am writing to inform you that my office will not defend your administration in the above referenced cases challenging the public health emergency order imposing temporary firearm restrictions, drug monitoring, and other public safety measures. The emergency order issued by the Secretary of Health on September 8th, 2023. Raul Torres wrote in a 4-page letter.
Okay.
Alright, monkey column.
Black people and white people need to defeat enemy Jews, says former Congresswoman. Former United States Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney, PhD, shared an interview on her X account inviting her followers to a live stream titled, "Can Black people and white people work together to defeat our common enemy?" with a Star of David under the word enemy.
Alrighty. Federal charges for 5 Memphis police officers over beating death of Tyree Nicholas. 5 police officers already charged in the murder of Try Nicholas. Is it Try or Trey? I don't know.
Looks like Tyre.
It might be. A young African American who died after being beaten now faces federal indictment, the Justice Department announced Tuesday.
Oh my god. Mystery blue lights flashed in the sky moments before a horror Morocco earthquake that killed more than 2,000. The short clip on X shows a single blue flash on the top left corner of the shot, followed by a second burst of light seconds later. A similar phenomenon has been observed before the earthquake in Turkey earlier this year, which claimed the lives of 45,000 people.
Oh,
That's strange.
aliens?
Oh, really? They've also been observed in China in 2008, Italy in 2009, and Mexico in 2017.
Huh. That's weird. It's a bit weird.
In 1965!
Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. Hundreds buried in mass graves as Libya reels from devastating flooding. Footage shows dozens of bodies covered by blankets in the yard of one hospital. Another image showed a mass grave piled with bodies. More than 1,500 corpses were collected, and half of them had been buried as of Tuesday evening, the health minister for Eastern Libya said.
You said buried instead of buried. British.
I'm British, thank you for noticing. I'm a very British Brit.
Okay, work on column. New York City school kids kicked out to make room for illegal migrants. No more room for American students. A government by the people? Hardly. How long are good people going to subject themselves to this government horror? Okay.
Broadcast Nets still won't admit escaped killer is an illegal alien. Despite dancing around the subject constantly, not a single analyst, anchor, or correspondent would admit that the star of their favorite manhunt story was an illegal alien, or undocumented, or a migrant, or an asylum seeker. That's not to say there weren't opportunities. Analysts identified 34 instances in which it would have been natural, even logical, for reporters to mention Cavalcant's immigration status. I don't know.
Cavalcants.
don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, I don't care enough.
That's my best guess.
Wenzel.
Cow vigilante and double murder accused Manu Minister detained in Haryana.
Haryana.
Cow vigilante?
I'm very confused.
Manu, what? You're right. I'm going to assume that the J isn't pronounced as J should be, because otherwise that would be just weird.
Bahrain.
We're gonna go with that. A Bahrain doll member is the key accused in the murder of 2 Muslim men from what?
Rajasthan.
Whose bodies were found in a charred car at Lahara in
Another one.
in Haryana's Bhiwani. His name had cropped up during the violence too. A video created purportedly by him had circulated before the VHP procession in Nuh, triggering communal clashes.
Nuh.
The name of something is just Nuh.
Human collie speaks. I want to meet a girl dog and be in movies. What? Just weeks after taking his first public walk on all fours, the Japanese man dog, now known around the world as the human collie, thanks to his extreme commitment to cosplay, has granted an exclusive interview to the Post.
I know this guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's this Japanese dude that looked rich, of course, that really wanted to be a dog. So he had a custom dog suit made. It looked really realistic.
It's freaking weird.
So, but the movements look wrong, you know?
I would assume as much. Anyways, that's all. Thank you for listening to Mia.
And Maya, read the Post News Central homepage. Do all the good things.
Come back tomorrow for more segregated news.